Hello, my most amazing artists. How are you today? So my 3G scholars this week have this worksheet in the packet along with a couple worksheets about color. So these two worksheets have something in common. They both help to explain a couple of the elements of art. Line and color are elements of art that we need to really understand so that we can use them in our artwork and use them when we talk about artwork. So we're going to start with this one. What is a line? And what I need you to do is I need you to copy what I've done in each square and make your own example of that kind of line. So as you can tell, there's lots of different kinds of lines. So let's just take a minute and see if you feel confident about these already. Here we go. All right, so what kind of line is that? Say it louder. Horizontal, yes. All right, now we're gonna go up and down. What one's that? Vertical. And then from corner to corner, diagonal. Yes. All right, let's see if you guys know this one. What do we call that kind of line? Spiral is right. This is one of my favorites. Zigzag. Here's another good one. Wavy or curvy. This one has a few names. You could call it squiggly, or you could call it loopy, but either way, it's a fun one to draw. And then the last one I want to do is this one. That's called a broken line. Okay, now we're going to take a look at the idea of color, and we're going to use a color wheel to help us do that. All right, to teach you about color, I'm going to use some paints and show you how to mix them. You don't need to find paints, this is just a demonstration. You can take a look at your worksheet and follow along with me. All right, so the first thing we're gonna talk about is the idea that there are three colors that are primary colors. So the first one is that color. You can write that one down on your worksheet, red. The next one starts with a B, blue, and the third one is yellow. Now the thing about primary colors is that you must have those colors to start with. There are no two colors that you can mix together to get red or yellow or blue. You just have to have them. All right, now the next part on your worksheet says secondary colors. These are made by mixing equal parts of two primary colors. So I'm gonna take some yellow and I'm gonna take some red, and when I mix it together, you'll notice that it turns the color that starts with the letter O, and that is orange. All right, so that's the orange color. Now the next one I want you to focus on is the one where we take yellow plus blue. And when you mix those together, what secondary color do you get? Green is correct. And the last one is when you take red and blue, and when you mix those, you get a nice dark color, but you can tell if you spread it out that that color is violet. So those are your secondary colors. Now the next part is tertiary colors. Tertiary colors are the ones that are made by mixing a primary color with a secondary color, and they're named after those two colors. So if I was to take yellow and mix it with orange, I would get a lighter yellow color that is called yellow orange. So let's see how that looks. There we go. So yellow orange is your first answer. under tertiary colors. The next one is when you mix yellow with green. And when you mix those two, you get this really light green color, which we call yellow-green. Then the blue plus the green makes a nice blue-green color. And the blue plus the violet makes a darker violet, kind of a blue-violet color. And then if you mix the red with the violet, you get a red-violet color. And the last one is when you take the red and mix it with orange, and you get red-orange. So those are some of the cool colors you can get when mixing your paints. Now the neutral colors are going to be the colors that aren't on this color wheel, but you can get them when you're mixing black and white and other colors. So the first one is black. The next one is when you mix black and white, you can get gray. The next one is actually made when you mix opposite colors on the color wheel. So if I mixed red with green, I would get a brownish color. Or even if you mix all the colors together, sometimes you can get brown. So brown is a neutral color. And the last one there, starting with a W, is white. Okay, I'm going to show you now the second page. The second page shows some different families of colors. The first one is cool colors. So I'm going to show you a painting that my daughter did with different paints and different colors. And so the first thing I want you to notice is that everything she did on the top here is cool colors. The cool colors have green, blue, and violet. Everything she did on the bottom of her painting is the warm colors. And those are red, orange, and yellow. They remind me of the sun, so that's easy to remember, nice and warm. The next part on your worksheet says monochromatic colors, and that just means that a color scheme is used with only one color or shades of that color. So you don't need to write any answer there. And then the last part, you'll need to think about a color wheel when I put those colors in order in a circle. So for example, if I take the colors that are primary colors and I do red, yellow, and blue, those are primary. And then if I put in the secondary colors, green, orange, and violet, now I can answer these questions. So the next one says complementary colors, colors that are opposite each other on the color wheel. So the first one is red and green. The next one is yellow and purple or violet. And the next one is blue and orange. Those are complementary. And the last thing on your worksheet, analogous colors, colors that are next to each other on the color wheel. So you can look up here and see red and orange are one example. Blue and green are another example. There's more than that, but you just need to answer those two. All right, now don't forget that if you want to be creative today, you should look on the art website and find the extra art project that has to do with line. Complete that and send me a picture of it. All right, until next time, see you later.